Alright, welcome back everyone. Spreek here once again. Today we're going to be looking at an interesting team. We've got Blissey offense. Now, as many of you will have seen, we see that Blissey has actually moved up to number 3 on the latest 2025 ADV VR. So first, offense means, you never want to see the big blob showing up that high. So the question we're going to be answering today is it really over for us, or can we do something with Blissey? So what we have here is we've got my signature Starmie with Mystic Water. Now Mystic Water is so that this Hydro Pump with Modest Nature max special attack can one-shot the average T-Tar with max HP and it's like an 87% roll or something. So, of course, with the Hydro Pump accuracy, it's really only like a 75% chance to kill. But regardless, like, it's only Pursuit Tar that stays in, that clicks Crunch and risks its life that can actually kill you back. So, it's not quite as big of a risk as the Hydro Pump phobic would have you believe. But so we've got that, and we've also got this signature Blissey, let's say, with Sing, Seismic Toss, and Counter. And this Sing Blissey actually is a really nice partner for this Starmie set, because this Starmie set is very threatening to anything that's not like a hard special wall. So the softer special walls like Celebi, even Snorlax, let's say, they don't love taking Hydro Pumps or Ice Beams from this guy or girl. So a lot of times this will bring in the hard special wall, the enemy Blissey, the enemy Regice, that kind of thing. And what that means is that our Blissey gets a free entry and it can start spamming Sings. And Sing, of course, also very inaccurate move. But if you get Blissey in safely, you can kind of just spam it until it hits. And for an offense team like this, getting that sort of free trade up can be very powerful. The other nice thing is Blissey is obviously a very safe Zapdos switch in. The only bad thing that can happen pretty much is a Zapdos like switching to a bulky dog. And even in that case, like this Blissey is reasonably well equipped to handle dog. So you can Sing it. If it's not beat up, you can click counter. Like, it's got a lot of bulk, so it can take an Earthquake pretty well. So it's a Blissey that doesn't mind getting zap-dogged as much. And I would also say that on an offense team like this, like, you can imagine there being no Blissey on this team, and it would function. Like, I've run a Snorlax, I think, in this position. I've run, other kinds of non-Blissey, much less sturdy special walls, and it's playable. So even if you lose your Blissey, like, you're not in the worst position, because this is a sort of team that isn't going to be switching out very much. It's going to be mostly staying in and setting up. So after that, we've got the classic nper. It's the Zoomer special. It's a classic on these sort of new style offense teams. I would say like the main benefit is that it breaks really, really well for a DD spam core or like a Fizz spam core, because what happens is this pert will come in on the physical wall, and then the enemy sort of has this tough choice between either giving it a free sub, potentially letting it trade up 2 for 1, or staying in with the Fizz wall and getting traded for. Neither of those is ideal, obviously. So there's a sort of meme that nper is a trapper, and it's not entirely true, but it's a good analogy, I would say. So then after that, we've got what I would call the triple DD core. You may be saying, well, wait, Metagross doesn't have DD. Well, actually we do. We've got agility, and we've got a lychee berry, and we've got a substitute. So what we can do is we can click sub down to lychee, and all of a sudden we're +2, +1, and it can be very threatening. Now, the nice part about sub as well is that you can surprise people quite a bit, because sub on Metagross is extremely rare. So things will often try to status you. You know, Gengar will click Will-O-Wisp, Blissey will try to click T-Wave, etc., etc. And you can also, like, Celebi will try to click Leech Seed, that kind of thing. You can click Substitute, and this thing can make miracles happen. And then the other two DDers are more standard. We've got a DD Leftovers Tar. It's got 184 HP, which is the key number to live Dugtrio and live a lot of EQs. And then we've got a Spadef DD Mints. And this Spadef is largely to live Gengar Ice Punch from the standard no special attack defensive Gar. It also will live stuff like Def Pert, Ice Beam much more comfortably. So even if you have a little bit of chip, you still tend to live. Now, it's not going to live Blissey Modest Ice Beam, but it may live Blissey Bullet Ice Beam, which is like vaguely a thing. So anyways, the plan with this team is pretty much like do a bunch of damage with Starmie, use Blissey and Pert to break or trade with the Fizz walls. The other nice thing about this Blissey is it lures Swamperts and Metagrosses pretty well, because they'll think like, oh, well, what is Blissey going to do to me? It already singed something. You know, I'm just going to click Meteor Mash or Earthquake, and then they get countered. And, you know, I think a lot of times an offensive team will see a Blissey and just kind of go crazy trying to kill it. And then, surprise, it's not like Spike's Balance. It's actually offensive our own. So you may have given up your key defensive piece to get rid of it. So you use the Blissey and the Swampert to trade with their key defensive pieces, and then ideally you super one of these guys, or potentially Starmie. So anyways, we'll see how this goes. I've used this team a bunch in the past. I think I peaked at 1800 with it, so it's decent at least on ladder. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we do a little bit better than yesterday. So I guess while we're waiting, we can also talk about a few other things on the team. I think in general, these sort of like spikeless, Blissey balance, Blissey offense type stuff is sort of beneficial in today's economy, where we've got a lot of Bliss spin stall and not a lot of like Bliss Gar stall. So it's easier for an unreliable spinner like this Starmie to actually get off a spin. Okay, so we're playing Nexhawk here. I think I know this team. It's going to be like a Jirachi lead stall usually. It might be mixed Jirachi. Yeah, I think it's mixed Jirachi. So it's going to click Thunder here probably. I think our Blissey is reasonably safe. I don't think this is sub, so we'll go to Blissey. Okay, they go to their own Blissey. We'll just start spamming Sing. Okay, so we got the slow Sing off. Would they have a... Do they have a Dugtrio? I think they're going Skarm here, probably. Normally they would go to Doug. So I think we go to Tar and we click DD. They have like the Unfan. I can't remember what the rock resist is besides Jirachi, but I know Nexhawk loves his Donphan. Sort of an interesting spot because like you could go back to Starmie, but the thing is they just bring Blissey back in. I mean, you could just throw off another Sing. Might not be bad. Okay, Armaldo. Well, Starmie isn't really very useful, so I'm going to take the knock on that. If it clicks HP Bug, could be annoying. Okay, so is there a Skarm on this? It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure. Can't stop the timer. I mean, this might. I don't think I remember Almaldo on this team, so it might not be the one I'm thinking of. I'm hoping he comes back. Okay. Okay, so he knocks off. I imagine he goes back to Blissey. I'm just going to click Hydro Pump, though, because I don't want to risk it. We'll go back to our Blissey. Just keep on clicking Sing. And we miss. Okay. Well, I don't think he's going to knock off. He's probably going to click Bug. I mean, we could take a knock on Meta. Yeah, I think we want to go to Meta. So I don't want to lose Salakberry. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess he goes to Skarm here, or Jirachi. I think I'm just going to throw out a Mash. Okay. So... yeah, bold. So it's probably going to be Fire Punch Toxic. So I guess we'll go to Blissey. And we'll Sing. It's actually a Body Slam. Okay, so we finally got our Sing off, which is good. I wouldn't think this is the only rock resist, especially with Body Slam. So it's definitely going to need a spin. And it can't be Armaldo because Armaldo can't have both knockoff and spin. So I'm strongly guessing there's a Claydol here. Well, that's interesting because we could go to Meta. Meta kind of maybe threatens Claydol a little bit better. There could be a Dugtrio too. I think we go to Tar because I don't want to get like doubled on into Dugtrio. So we're gonna dance here. If he wakes up and Body Slams, it's terrible, but you know, is what it is. So he is bold, so we're not gonna kill here. If we dance again, we still don't kill. So I think we EQ because I don't want to risk. I don't really want to risk getting Parrot and not getting anything for it. Okay, so there is a Skarm. That's interesting. I still think there has to be a Claydol. Usually on this kind of thing, you wouldn't expect both Armaldo and Skarm, especially a spinless Armaldo, because, like, there's gotta be a spinner. I guess it's still Claydol. Maybe, like, Claydol Suicune or something. But feels a bit physically sus. So, I mean, he's gonna spike here. I think we go to Starmie. And now I'm gonna spin. I'm still gonna spin. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go to Pert. Probably T-Waves, but he could go back to Skarm too. Or Jirachi. Interesting. So it's Body Slam. So he's gonna expect the EQ. I don't think he would stay in, because it doesn't really look like... I mean, we're faster. And we probably live a Body Slam behind the sub. So I think we're gonna, yeah. I mean, Hydro Pump, you know, in hindsight is the right play, but it's just like, it's so risky to stay in and Hydro Pump if they might just Body Slam parry you, because I need this. Okay, Vaporeon. That's not good. Okay. Well, Yeah, so Vaporeon Claydol, I guess. I mean, we could hope that it sleeps longer. I don't really want to use all my Hydro Pumps. I'm gonna Endeavor once. I was kind of hoping it would go to Vape. So then we go Blissey and try to sing something again. Okay, so we sing Armaldo. It's not as good as singing Jirachi, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm trying to think about how do we make progress here. I imagine they go Jirachi now. I think we want to try to sub our Swampert down to 1 HP. Because we're definitely faster, right? Unless it's fighting last. But I don't think it could be fighting last. I think it has to be Fire Punch because this team is pretty weak to Gengar, especially if this is Mono Bliss. So I don't really think you could have a Jirachi fully walled by Gengar. So I think I want to sub... Maybe I want to sub it down to 25%. I'm not sure if I can do 1 because if he gets a spike then it's pretty disastrous. I think this Vaporeon has Ice Beam. Yeah. Well, I guess we can throw an Endeavor. Don't want to let this Skarm in for free. I'm gonna Endeavor again. I mean, it may come down to, like, trying to just get there with Tar or Meta. This is unfortunately not a very good matchup, of course. It's like, if it's stall without Vaporeon, then nper can kind of go crazy, but because it's stall with specifically Vaporeon, it's very, very hard to break through. Especially with Jirachi and Blissey. God, we're losing a lot of HP. So he's gonna go to Jirachi. Just not great. I don't really want to use more PP on this, but I don't know. It's also like so bad if, you know, I switch out and he clicks 4, like, it's just like so over. Be nice if I could hit a move as well. But yeah, this is one of the downsides of Toxic Pert, is that we're kind of walled by this Defarachi forever, which is not great. I mean, at some point we're probably going to have to just, like, risk the paras and hope we just don't get parried. I've thought about running aromatherapy on Bliss for matchups like these, but, like, you know, there's not a whole lot. Not a whole lot you can... Not a whole lot you can say, okay, it is fighting, wow. Okay, well, that's interesting. Because if we get to sub-meta on this, I'm sure we live. Like, we definitely live. And we could counter this, which is interesting. I think I want to click Seismic Toss. I'm going to click Seismic Toss again. So we're still not revealing counter, which is good. This would have to be Drill Pack, I think. I really don't know how this gets fast Gengar. Like, there's no way the Blissey is well by Gengar too, so it's got to be Ice Beam. Ice Beam Blissey. And I guess Armaldo, it's probably Spadaf Armaldo, so it can sort of take a hit from Gengar too. Probably like Spadaf and Rest or something. Like, I'm surprised. I would think you would want to Roma on this. Well, could go to Swampert. I think we go to Starmie, though. Let me spin. I mean, he's probably going to peck. But, you know, honestly, I just need these spikes off right now. Like, I can't afford to... I can't really afford to let the spike stay up, so, yeah. Guess we'll save this as a spike sack and go to Pert. A sub. I'm gonna Endeavor once. Okay, to Blissey we go. There's nothing he wants to heal up, so I'm gonna click counter here. Unfortunately, he plays Body Slam and not fighting. So he's gonna Wish here. Well, I think maybe we just stay in on Blissey. He's gonna be scared to click attacks now, so I imagine he goes to Skarm. So let's double to Pert, I guess. Back to Blissey. I mean, we can maybe stall him out of Wishes. Good move. Okay. So Skarm is in. Oh, we go to Pert. I'm gonna click. Yeah. Brutal. We'll spike sack this. Go to Tar. I'll just go for it. I'm gonna click Rock Slide. Okay, we get the flinch. I mean, it's a roll to kill. Guess we go for it. Okay, we get the crit. That's pretty lucky. I mean, yeah. No, I think you have to go for the Rock Slide there, because if you just let, like, I'm not sure that you should have risked that. Because, like, if I danced on the Protect also, it was, like, very sketchy. So, yeah. Just gonna keep on sliding. I mean, this can't hit me, so it can only... my bad, bro. Question is, do I want to keep this? I don't think so, because can't get through Blissey. So, but do we double edge? Rock Slide into double edge isn't gonna kill, so... Interesting. Go to Metagross. So there's no need to agility. Question is, do we go for... I mean, I think he's Ice Beam on this. Maybe no, like maybe I think we said we think he's Ice Beam on Blissey. So Surf should knock me into Laichi. It's definitely fizz stuff, right? Yeah. So at +1, we're doing really enough. If we EQ, that would be like 47 at least. So it might die to sand. Interesting. I think we'll go for the attack raise. So would they attacked? Imagine they would, right? Like, from their perspective, they're not expecting sub, so I think they always tacked here. Wish tacked Surf Ice Beam? No. You could go to Blissey. Like, Blissey kind of walls this, but like, I don't know. If they have Toxic, it's bad. If they have Toxic, I like can't win by going to Blissey. I sort of need the attack raise, I feel like. I mean, if I get it low, then... If I get it low, then Mence could win. It's probably Toxic. Toxic on this Ice Beam and Blissey would make the most sense. It's interesting that he's tanking so long. I don't really know. Don't really know what to make of that. I think I just do go for the sub. It's like, if he has tact, it's like such an obvious play. It's like sub Metagross is so rare, so like there's no downside really. Interesting. Wow. That's unfortunate. I think I need to try to live. I don't live. I think I still go for it though. Guess we hope he's not toxic. I don't know. I mean, it could be haze, but it's probably toxic. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough spot there. Okay, so I guess it's not toxic. So maybe we can stall this, actually. So it would be Ice Beam if it's not toxic. So I don't think there's any world where Mence lives that. Okay, actually there's a chance too, but... Okay, so it is tacked. So it's very interesting they didn't go for it. Click counter here. Yeah, I don't know. Not too much to say. Fun with stall here. I mean, I think there's probably no real win path. I need to try to keep this vape low, I guess. So probably I should keep stossing and like hope he tries to heal something else. So if I keep the vape low, then Mence could win, theoretically at least. Like run it out of wishes and Like, the problem is this Blissey is, like, gonna solo me. Though, funny enough, like, counter kind of destroys Blizzard. That's funny. Yeah, so I think I have seen this team before. I just, like, kind of spaced on it. I think I'm happy to get paralyzed. I don't know. So he's trying to wake it. Interesting. So there's only 8 wishes left. I don't know. It seems really, really hard to win. It's like, I mean, Ice Beam is, like, reasonably likely to kill after Sand, so it's a little bit sketch. Da, 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 da. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think you do it again. I mean, not too much to say. I think he's gonna try to stay in for a while here. Spamming T-Wave is a good play. Guess we better use the Sings. Okay, 5 wishes left. Click soft boiled here. Yeah, I mean, eventually the Armada wakes up is the problem, but I don't know. Maybe there's a chance. I mean, we slow the Spike Sack, so that's good. It's a pretty brutal counter team, not gonna lie. Okay, we get crit. Great. Okay, so we crit it. So I don't think it's actually max bold. It must be like plus SpDef or something. I did 31% the last time. But we clearly can viral into it. So I think we just go for it. Yeah. Go for the rock slide. That's probably the best out. We definitely died. Well, it's definitely gonna T-Wave. Like, risking the Blizzard would be bad. We go to Blissey and, like, it's gonna let the Vape heal. So I think we go for Rock Slide. Do we start dancing and just hope he misses a bunch of Blizzards? Probably. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, that's tragic. Continuing our great starting streaks here. Okay, Jimmy the card. This guy loves Quagsire, so there could be a Quagsire coming. So we may be faster. We're probably not faster. Going to pert is very risky if this is slop. Meta also is undoable, so I think we just hope we're faster and we kill. Okay, kind of trolled there. Dancing again, because, like, if he's faster, then he always dies to Hydro. So, I mean, I guess, like, the argument is I'm going to switch, but, which, to be fair, yeah, like, if I had a non-Endeavor pert, then I probably switch there. Okay, I'm not going to risk the Ice Beam because I should be ahead, so CM pass, possibly, I would kind of guess. Okay, so it is slop. It's going to be Super B then. Interesting. Super B, Salamence, possibly Raikou, Entpert, something like that. So I guess we just keep on singing. And I'm going to start tossing this down. I don't think, actually. Pretty sure we don't die to Boom. So, and honestly, like, I'm not super worried about Super Celebi or Raikou because our DDers kind of wreck those guys. So, just going to keep on hitting him. Interesting. So it's going to Boom or click T-Wave. Probably. Okay, so now it's going to Boom. Starmie useful, probably. Maybe. Raikou Ments. Like Regirock or something. I'm not sure we can heal this Blissey, but, like, I didn't want to risk him just T-Waving again. It would be kind of an insane play, but it's also like I really want the HP on Meta and Tar because they're more the win cons. So, yeah, I mean, I guess them going Celebi is a little bit concerning. Okay, they go to Entpert. Most likely. Will they Hydro? So, the good news is Meta can kind of go crazy against this. It's just a question of how we engineer it. I think we go Starmie. I'm going to save the Blissey as a sack to the Entpert. I'm going to Hydro. Because we can sack the Blissey to the Entpert and then go crazy with. I really would have liked to hit that Hydro. So this is going to be immense. So I think our Tar is less valuable. I think they go Ments here. I don't think they risk Swampert. Well, no, they probably go Swampert. I could dance. Maybe I should because Swampert's kind of a big threat. And I'm going to Rock Slide here. Don't want to give them Torrent. They don't kill with Surf. So I don't think they Surf. I think they sub here. They did Surf. Interesting. Okay. Well, we definitely kill with Hydro now. At least we chunked the Swampert. I'm not super worried about it because I have a Joe Meta and DD Ments, so it's also like it's gonna be Toxic or Roar, so it's not gonna be able to threaten the Ments too well. So my Ments looks pretty good. I mean, enemy vents is potentially problematic, but okay. So I'm gonna keep my Starmie. I'm pretty sure it clicks Giga. I dance here. It is faster, so that kind of confirms DD. I mean, I think we dance again and risk the crit. Yeah. They'll sack something now, but it's fine. I didn't want to risk. What I didn't want to risk was them dancing there. Because if they dance and I rock slide and they're faster than 271, then it could be rough. So, but here they have to kill me, because if they dance, they're still going to be slower. Yeah. I already knew that was going to happen. Okay. So that's interesting. Do we kill Swampert with Ice Beam? No, we don't. That's interesting. Okay, so they go Raikou. It's probably time to kill this. Sack Blissey. Sack Blissey. They'll be +1, then we can agile. We have to hit our mash then is the thing. But I think if I Hydro, they could just start CMing multiple times, especially if I miss. So I think we do go Blissey. Okay, they clicked Crunch. That's good. That makes our lives easier. Now we just have to hope to not get parried, I guess. They do T-Bolt pair or T-Bolt crits. It's pretty horrendous, but I still think that's the play, because this is going to be super Q. It's going to have grass, so don't want to go to Swampert, because I'm pretty sure we die. It's a roll, but also we can't really do much to it, because we only have Hydro Pump. So the best we could do is Toxic, and like the Raikou will have killed my whole team before I get there. So is there a reason not to sub? I think we do sub, because they might go to Ments. Like, I think going to Ments actually makes a lot of sense for them. So, there's not much reason not to sub, because, like, everything kills me anyway, so. We should kill the Ments at +1, I believe. So, we don't kill this, so we can't smash, I don't think. Okay, so Raikou's dead. So Starmie should win, I believe. So it's an interesting spot because, like, I actually think Mash has a rule not to kill. Yeah. We could miss as well. But I think Pert would still win. Yeah. Okay, we got it. I think Pert probably won regardless, because, yeah, like, we can Toxic and whatever. So. Alright, well, we won one. Yeah, I don't know. It was probably closer than it should have been. I kind of forget what happened. Oh, we, like, missed some moves, I think. So we're at 45 minutes. I know it's only been 2 games. Unfortunately, Stall goes kind of nuts. I guess we'll go one more. Hopefully, like, if we get Stall again, I'm probably just gonna cut it. But in general, this team shouldn't play super slow, so we get a tar lead, we're gonna Hydro. Blissey comes in. Didn't do very much. So it could be min roll and weird rounding, or it could be HP invested Bliss. Probably the latter. Ice Beam, interesting. So I guess it probably was a low roll. Now we're gonna sing. Okay. Interesting. Let's go to meta. I think they go to Skarmory. This is for sure a Skarm team. Like, it's gotta be. Go back to Blissey. We missed every sing. It's kind of how it goes. Okay, so it is T-Bolt. It's interesting. Just sing one more time. Okay, we finally landed one. That's good. We'll go to Tar. It's probably going to be some kind of big 5. Swampert. Maybe the Gym Cool big 5 Zard. Swampert, Zard, Gar, something like that. We need some chip on Zard then in that case because meta doesn't do too well against it. I think they go to... I don't know. It's like off Gar, so it's kind of a good setup opportunity. I think we go to Tar. I want to say they're Brick Break, which is unfortunate, but we do kill at +1. We don't die. So I'm going to dance. Okay, they're Earthquake. Interesting. So I like to Rock Slide there. Because it's kind of like, you know, usually people go Skarm, because like risking the Tar, losing all the Tar HP, kind of sus, but they'll go to Skarm. Just gonna fish for attack raises, I think. It's the best way to get through this thing. We'll hope for attacks. So it's probably not gonna be big 5 Zard, because that is a mixed Tar lead. But it's probably still some kind of big 5. They say this is a 55% accurate move. I don't know if I'd believe them. Okay, so they go to Skarm for lefties or what? Probably. I mean, meta can still win. So DD, so maybe big 5 arrow. Big 5 zap, something like that. I do really think it's big 5 though. We were faster with our Tar, right? What was the Tar turn? Yeah, we were. So we're definitely faster now. I think we just Hydro. Yeah. So I do definitely think they have a Swampert. Swampert Gar Arrow would make sense. Okay. Well, I don't think this is wise, my friend. You don't want to sack your pert generally. But I mean, I understand they don't want to sack anything, but like... I mean, Endeavor, if I'm insane. Do they fully sack this? I don't know, but I don't want to risk it. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so I'm guessing it's Big 5 Zap, because I think you go Arrow there, otherwise. How much do we do? Defensive, I guess. So it could be slower than Starmie. Probably has Will-O-Wisp, though. Last is Zap. I mean, if the last is Zap, then Meta can't win. So I think maybe we do just go Zap, and I mean, they're going to expect Lum, so I think we just Smash, because again, if it's Zap or Charizard, I'm going to see, like, almost any bird that wouldn't have come in on Hurts, like, we're not going to kill, so. And I do just want to kill this, because it could be a threat. Like, it could have enough special attack to mess with Ments. Okay, I'll trace. It's probably a good thing, all things considered. I mean, Blissey is really obvious, but what are you gonna do? Stoss. Let's sing. We continue to miss. I mean, the good news is that we've chipped them pretty good, so Meta could maybe win now. I think I've landed like 2 out of 10. It's not very good. Not very good, Ms. Bliss. Okay, let's mash. I mean, they might tact, but just want to get our damage in. I do really think they tact now. It's like I have good odds to kill. Okay, they went Moltres. So if we ever get an edge shell, we can kill them now. So that's good. Go ahead and softball. They might roar. I think honestly they should have roared the last turn, but overheat, yeah, that won't kill, buddy. Do they stay in? I don't know. We'll sing. Okay. It's DOS. Nice. Softball it on the text. Let's DOS again. I mean, if they go to Gengar, like, yeah, fair enough. I think we stack Starmie. Okay. Fair enough. Well, we'll spin. We'll go meta. We agile. I don't think they go Skarm. I would guess they go Pert. Yeah. News is they might knock us into I mean, they always tap tier, right? So, I mean, I don't think they risk again. I mean, maybe you go Skarm, honestly. I don't know. So if it's Overheat Molt, it's probably not Roar. I actually don't have a great chance to kill, though. So I think we do sub down. Yeah, because we'll need it for Skarm anyway. The other thing is, like, if they did Roar, then, like, this Molt is an okay setup for Ments then, because it would mean they don't have Wisp. Okay, so we just have to hit 2 mashes and it's over. Okay, 3 mashes, because I guess we don't kill, apparently. Yeah. And we miss. Okay. So decided it could be like bold. Still not super likely to live with Ments, though. Yeah, I don't know. Land a Sing and go Ments, I guess. Wonder if we just go Ments right away. I'm gonna YOLO go Ments. I think they try to sleep sack something. Okay, let's go back here. I really think they should have tried to sleep sack something there. Wow. I think we still lose to bolts is the thing. But there's no point in dancing. Tragic. So let's just find out our Sing accuracy, shall we? Okay, 1 miss, 2 miss, 3 miss, 4 miss, 1 hit, 5 miss, 6 miss, 2 hit, 7 miss, 8 miss, 3 hit, 4 hit, 9 miss, 10 miss, 11 miss, 12 miss. So, yeah, so we hit 3 and we missed 12. Not great. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I maybe could have figured out that I would live the Ice Beam and I could have EQ'd and then gone Ments and DD'd. But I mean, you're still risking the 10% freeze and the 6% crit, so I'm not sure it's actually any better than risking the mash. And if they were bold and HP invested, then we definitely needed to mash in order to kill. Interesting. All right, well, I think we'll call it there. Not great session, but we're gonna turn it around. Maybe we'll have to use some non-ship mods next time. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.